welcome to Prime News. Now look at the headlines. Parrikar government's move of enforcing Special Marriage Act may have serious consequences on Goan brides' rights. Legal experts say act not applicable in Goa. NIA's charge sheet against Yasin raises questions over state's internal intelligence. 3 dreaded terrorists stayed and received Anjana, Panji, Beti. Security agencies got no clues. Pealing of church bells, midnight mass marks symbolic resurrection of Jesus Christ. Christians across state throng churches for midnight mass. It's Happy Easter. Street fight outside pub in Panji takes turn of a sword attack in VRs. 2 badly injured in attack. Police arrest Zain Almeida, injured duo in GMC. And National Youth Athletics Championship kicks off at Bamboli. Maharashtra's Meghna creates meet record in shot put. Over 600 athletes across participation. Now news in detail. The state government's move of enforcing the Special Marriage Act 1954 can have serious consequences in future. This act will take away the right of the women which they are getting under Uniform Civil Code in the state. It may also create social tension in the society. Legal experts opine that state government notification of Special Marriage Act 1954 is not applicable to Goa since Goa has its own unique Civil Registration Act.
In a recent notification, Goa government has made Special Act 1954 applicable to the state. According to legal experts, this act cannot be made applicable to Goa, though it's the part of India. Advocate Amrut Kasar said that Goa has Uniform Civil Code from Portuguese era, which protects the rights of the man and women equally.
Marriage संस्था जी आसा ती खूप महत्वाची सामाजिक जीवनात किंवा या राष्ट्रीय जीवनात आमच्या जे सामाजिक व्यवस्था राखपा पासत मॅरेज कायदो हो महत्वाचो आसता आणि ही विवाह संस्था संबंध जी आसा त्या तशा कायद्याचेर आधारित अशी आसता. जर हे अचानक अशें जर फित्रिसां भितर सोडीत रावले ह्या कायद्यांनी आनी तो डिस्टर्ब केलो जायत ताजो जर मूळ हेतू जो आसा ताका एक बगल दिली जायत जाल्यार हे सामाजीक हिताचे दृश्टीन किंवा सामाजीक स्वास्थ्याचे दृश्टीन हे बरोबर नाही. तेन्ना हे जे कितें केलां आतां तें खरें म्हणजे कित्याक पासत कितें कात हें हांव कांय सांगूंक शकना, परंतु हें अयोग्य आसा.
Special Marriage Act 1954 will affect the Uniform Civil Code. Advocate Cleofart Coutinho opined that Goans can now get their marriage registered under the Special Marriage Act, which will create social consequences in future.
I believe that extending Special Marriage Act to Goa would dilute the existing civil code in force in our state. Under the present code, that is the existing civil code, women and men get married under the communion of assets, and it is this communion of assets which is prevalent in the law, in our law, shall come under strain, because Goans even can now opt to get married under Special Marriage Act, and in that case it is the contract between the parties that prevail rather than the law, that is the law of communion of assets.
Advocate Cleofart said that extension of Special Marriage Act to Goa should be discussed and debated in the State Assembly.
In any case, if the government feels that Special Marriage Act need to be extended to the state of Goa, this matter should be discussed and debated before the State Assembly.
Goa government's notification of appointment of Special Marriage Officer under Special Marriage Act 1954 has been strongly opposed by opposition party, social activists and NGOs. Reporter Mahesh Ghadi, Mayur Naik with video journalist Dinesh Karpe for Prudent.
National Investigating Agency's charge sheet against Yasin Bhatkar raises questions over internal intelligence of the Goa state. Dreaded terrorists like Yasin Bhatkar and Asadullah Akhtar, explosive expert Pakistani terrorist Waqas visited the state many times. He stayed in the capital city of Panji, arranged a hideout in Anjuna and made explosives to be used for blast in German bakery in Pune. Sadly, Goa police never had any clue nor information about their terror activities. Watch report.
National Investigating Agency in its charge sheet against Yasin Bhatkar has also elaborated how terrorists other than Yasin Bhatkar frequently visited Goa and stayed here unnoticed. Accused in many bomb blast cases including Mumbai serial blast and Pune's German bakery blast, Asadullah Akhtar has disclosed that he had visited in Goa on 25th August 2011. Explosive expert Pakistani terrorist Waqas was also with him. They stayed in Madgaon, Panji and Anjuna and left the state on 27th August 2011. Both Asadullah and Waqas again came to Goa in second week of October 2011. They stayed in a rented house near Anjuna beach. They purchased second-hand motorcycle, kitchen items, beddings and chemicals to be used in an explosive. Asadullah and Waqas were regular in talks with Yasin Bhatkar and other senior Indian Mujahideen operatives. Both used cyber cafe at Kalangut for secret communication. After arrest of Yasin Bhatkar, NIA investigators visited his Anjuna-based hideouts. Bottles with chemicals remains were found, which they had used to experiment on explosives. Investigation also discloses that they conspired many other terror plots and recruited an Indian Mujahideen migrant youth staying in Goa. Mukesh Kumar for Prudent.
Pealing of church bells and midnight masses mark the symbolic resurrection of Jesus Christ. The Christians across the state thronged the churches in large numbers to attend the midnight mass as part of the Easter celebrations. Celebrations of Easter mark the end of the Lenten season. Easter is an important and main Christian festival. Easter commemorates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.